guys, welcome to the studio and welcome back to another Dephemerember-ary video. So I'm just going to jump straight in again today. If you want to know more about this series that I'm doing, then please check out the playlist and all the videos in there, all the links below. Okay, so as we've done previously and we're going to do again, we're going to choose the prompt number based on the from 1 to 31. So there we go. Let me get my pad ready and then we don't lose track because I always do this. Okay, so generate me a number. Oh, number 20. So we're going to do prompt number 20. And there are 4 years to this challenge that I'm doing. So they did 2021, 2022, 23 and 24. It's a collaboration between Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Luise Heinzl at Junk Journal Art. Okay, so we're going to then change that to 4, one for each year, and then we are going to generate, and we're doing 2022. 2022. Okay, and so now we're going to look on the list, which is here at prompt number 20, which is, wow, Grunge Snippet trim. Oh, wicked. Okay, so we are going to do a Grunge Snippet trim. Interesting. Very interesting. Grunge, not a problem. Snippet trim. It's been a while since I've done a snippet trim. Alright guys, this is the perfect video to go through my scraps. I've had these scraps for ages and it's time to use them. Time to use them or lose them. And perfectly on top we have a ton of grungy stuff. Then we have all this in here. Now this is a pouch that I got some bedding in ages ago. It's even got a little pocket there. It's got empty packets in for me to put scraps in. And I was really good at organising scraps into categories and strips and things. So we've got music paper strips there. And then we have all sorts of stuff like packaging paper and some wallpaper. Other music strips and book pages. I'm not going to go through them all. But I have loads of, scraps in here that I seriously need to go through. And as I said, use it or lose it. These are all scrappy cut-offs from journals and things I've made in the past, from pages and stuff. Them's from my own kits. Oh, some more smaller grungy stuff there. Strips, again, from edges of book pages and things. Some smaller stuff there. It's not grungy-ish, but that is scrapbooking card stock. So is that. I'm not sure. Looks like I was going to make something out of that. That can stay in there maybe. Then we have that. Oh, we've got some. Oh, interesting. Yes, we've got some book pages. And then we have another one here with dyed papers that I did with the ink smushing technique. And then they all just literally go into this one big bag. And then I forget about them. So there you go. Also, they are, I'm going to use some music paper as well. Also, where I have them, they're absolutely out of sight, out of mind. Because they're hidden behind something. So, right, oh, I don't want that, but alright, so I've got 3 scrappy pieces of book page here, and I'm going to revert before we do the actual, well, it is still going to be a snippet trim, but snippet trim is potentially referring to material, whereas I'm going to do a book page one, but then I'm going to incorporate material into it. So the base of mine is going to start off with paper. Okay, so, and I'm going to revert to the book page snippet trim method that I really enjoyed doing back in 2020, which came about from, oh my god, oh, Carol Laws. I was going to say her name's just gone straight out of my head. Carol Laws it came about from. Yeah, so, okay, that was book page. And it was literally just tearing scraps or using your scraps. And whatever, I don't think I'll use the smaller pieces. I just want a base. Okay, so I'm going to use my gigantic, chunky, all-purpose glue stick that come from the kids section at B&M. So I have these really grungy doilies that we can use, and they are coffee dyed, and I don't like the smell of them, but you know, proper grunge that. Listen to that grunge. And then we've got some here, real grungy stuff here as well, because these were done with coffee dyeing, not tea dye. Oh, graph paper. I went from coffee dyeing to tea dyeing because I realised very soon on that I do not like the smell of my own coffee dyed papers. I don't know why. I've tried all sorts of different mixtures and coffees and what have you, and I just do not like it. So these don't smell too bad because they've been in that bag for a while anyway. They've aired out a lot since then, since I did them, which were quite some time ago. So let's use a bit of that, a bit of that. I don't want pink. Maybe use some lines. Keep that to hand. Absolutely going to use the doilies. And then we have this lot, which is again coffee dyed book pages from a writing pad. This was blueberries, I believe. Okay, we've got green paper bag, envelope. Oh right, yeah, them are. Listen to that, yeah. These are all baking paper pieces. Love it. Okay, so probably not much out of there, except maybe some of these. And I did do, not that it matters now because they're not up there anymore, but I did do a digital kit of some of these grungy papers when I did them. Actually use that one. Just scanned them in and made them into a digital, because all I did was just coffee dye them. So okay, I'm not going to focus too much on this because you're not really going to see, well, hopefully you will, but you're not going to see much of it when we've finished. So let's get to collaging then, guys. This was a really good go-to for me in 2020 during lockdown, because apart from the fact it was lockdown and nothing to do, blah blah blah, but it helped me with overcome my, not fear, but overwhelmedness of the collage, because I am not very good, well, I never used to be very good when it came to collaging, and it was like, where do I start? Too much of a perfectionist, way too much of a perfectionist. when it comes to collaging, and Carol's kind of advice on that is to just collage a background and then turn the page over. Well, collage the background, put your focal points on, not so much focal points, but the secondary layer sort of thing before the focal points on. Turn the page around and cut it randomly so you have no control over how the finished pieces turn out, and then add your focal points. And honestly, it very quickly became my favourite ever method of collaging. And this is something I haven't done for ages, and I miss it. So I'm going to use big pieces and small pieces. So let's get going. I'm going to speed this up, guys, because you don't need to see me doing this. I don't even really have much to say when I'm doing this because I just get so in the zone. Okay, so I'll either speed it up or I'll just come back at the end. Okay, just before I do speed this up or go off, I've decided that I'm going to just make this even more grungy by inking around the edges of each piece before I put them down. This is something I wouldn't normally do, but of course we're going for full-on grunge here. So, as I said, I will ink around each bit first, just to give it that little bit more grunginess. And then we'll get to gluing. Alright guys, the desk is clear, so we are just going to go around this now with these scissors and cut off the edges. Normally, when doing this, I would just put something like this on the back, just across the whole back of it. Because, you know, a lot of the time they would be used for tags and journal cards and things like that, but this is going to be a snippet trim, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about the back being sorted because you're not going to see it. So we will just get rid of these edges. Not very straight. Honestly, I should use my trimmer. Actually, I can't even cut in a straight line with my trimmer sometimes. Okay, so that's how it turned out. I wasn't planning on going down the coloured route, but that's just how it worked out. Okay, so we're going to work on kind of the second layer, which for me is not focal points, it's just adding a little bit more interest because this is all plain. So I'm going to work with music paper because I love music paper and I just haven't used it for ages. So I'm just going to put a few little pieces here and there, nothing over the top, just kind of cover up some of these harsh edges maybe. And they don't all have to go the same way either. Of course, you can have them go any way you want. I like the music notes, so I'm going to swap that out for that. Swap that for that. Let's put that there. And then this one, let's just put down here in this corner. Okay, as I said, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit more interest, that's all. Now I've got these out and can't get them back in. This is another thing with scraps and all, they are so annoying. And again, you make more scraps. Normally I wouldn't put that little one back in there, I'd put it in a bag with smaller scraps in, but I'm not going to fuss on it too much. Okay, let's get the glue back out. And I'm going to ink up these edges as well. These ones I'm going to do with aged mahogany oxide. Yep, I do still have some, but I want to make it really grungy, so the darker the better. And of course it just adds another layer, some more colour. Alright, so let's pop that there. Okay, so I'm just going to do that and then I'll be back. Right guys, so that bit's done as well now. Now there's no point inking around the edge yet because I am going to cut it up, but before we do that we need the journal and we need to find a page because we need to know whether we want to have it this way or that way. Now it is a snippet trim, so it is just trim, you can use it for anything, but I'm going to use it as a belly band. I'm going to make a snippet trim belly band, but now I need to know whether to put it down the page or across the page, and I think I might want it across the page. And we need to find a page to put it on as well, so let's see if we have a really grungy-ish page. I mean, that's fairly grungy, isn't it? You're not going to have the whole thing on it, so that's a potential bookmark, I'd say. So pop a paper clip there. I mean, if not, we could always grungy a page up even more. So don't think I have too many really grungy pages. I mean, I have that. That would tie in with the pink if I could get some of the pink in there. But we're also going to add to it, so maybe it's a bit premature trying to find a page until we've actually finished the decorating of it, the page. That would be cool. What else have we got? It's quite grungy. That's not too bad. Oh, that would... oh, it'd go on there very well. Okay, so let's take the paper clip off there and then let's have it on this one. Okay, so let's just pop it there as a page marker. Right, so... oh yeah, we need measurements. Sorry guys. Not just the page, but we need the measurement width. Alright, so... not that side. Nope, this page. Alright, so we need it that way. Yeah, I don't think I want it as a tuck. I think I want it that way. So we need it... 5. I have these measurements somewhere as well. 5. I'm gonna say 5. Okay, so let's take this out. Oh, I'm not going to be able to actually do this where I don't know where things are. That bit's quite plain, so we'll leave that bit, I think. I kind of want the middle. Right, so... let's do that. Let's do... let's straighten this edge up for a start. Okay, let's do 3. Was it? Oh, this way, sorry. Let's do 3. And that side's not straight either. Right, let's just straighten it up. There we go. Right, so let's do 3. That's too much. That's a good size, and that's actually a good base. So this one, let's do, how wide is it? It's just about 3, so cut that to make it 3, get the edge off, and then let's do that in 2-inch sections. Just thinking ahead here. Okay, so we've got one large tag or another sideways belly band, and then we've got some smaller tags there. Okay, but we're going to work with this piece. Let's turn them over and see what they look like. How cool is that? I love that. Which way does it go? I don't even know which way it went now. That way. Nope. It doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, see? Cool. All you need now is just like one main focal point on them and you're done. Same on this really. It is not straight by any means, but it's fine. Okay, so let's get to the page that we want to use, which is this one. And let's kind of do it in the middle here where we've got the colours. So let's mark. Sorry guys. Let's move that in a little bit. And let's go here and leave that bit hanging out. I don't mind that. Okay, so let's just cut that bit off. Another little tag there, or a small journaling card, perhaps. And there we go, we have a little belly band with a little bit of hangover. Let's maybe glue that on the edge of there. We'll do that later. We'll glue something on the edge of there and then you can see it. Okay, so snippet trim. Right, so we've got book, well, not just book page, but we've got paper snippets. So now let's go with some material stuff. Okay, so we've got some of this. We have got some of this from a previous prompt. We've got fluff and this weird stuff. Some of this, we've got this, we've got that. Okay, and that's just the beginning. We have that. Don't need that. Okay, so material scissors. Oops. All right. So let's. Wow. That doesn't. Mind you, I'm saying that doesn't want to tear. It might not be the material. It might be me because I'm not well. Okay, so let's just see what we can do with some of this stuff. Oh, oh yeah, it did rip. Oh, oops, I just dipped that in my soggy water that I was using for my paintbrush water. Okay, so I could use some of this in that direction maybe, and then could use some of this again. Sort of frayed up. Here, and then a little bit of this. Go in that way. Oops. Let's messy this up a bit more. Alright, so that can go that way. That can go up there. That's fine as it is there. That can go that way, and that can go there. Okay, I'm happy with that, but I think I want some of this under some of it. This is fluff mixed with some stuff that we used for the snow prompt. It is this like mesh stuff. It's pretty cool actually, but it's a nightmare sometimes to work with. I think I'm just going to actually glue that over the top. What we'll do is we'll put some string underneath, I think, and let's have some... What page are we on? We're doing a coffee page, aren't we? What's next to that page? Next to that page is quite grungy, painty page. So let's do some blue thread and some green thread. And a bit of pink, so pink and blue, and some green. That green or a dark green? I think we'll go for the dark green actually. Oh, there's some yellow there. There's plenty of yellow in that, but there's yellow there, so we'll go for the dark green. Alright, so let's just gather some thread. And pop it there. I think we'll have pink in the middle. No, we'll have the green one in the middle because it's quite a dark one. I can't get the end of it out. I don't know where the end of it is. Well, that's not good. Alright, we'll create our own little end. Or not. Luckily this isn't one that I use for the sewing machine. Now I've got the end of it. Good stuff. Okay, so let's get this together. Pop that under there. And then some blue. maybe swap them round so that the blue's not on the blue. Okay, I'm liking that. So let's glue it down. Going to use 3-in-1. Okay, there we go. That way. Just pop that on there. Bit of glue there. I think there's a bit much green there actually. Okay. Do it differently round. Put the thread on the card instead of trying to put the glue on the thread. The glue on the material. Okay. And then just do that. Alright. So there we go. I'm going around the edges, of course, because that's just my thing. Kind of like my signature thing. I have to have the corners rounded. Okay, so we're going to go that way. Actually, I had it upside down. Looking at the music notes, I had it upside down. So now we need a focal point to go on them. And I'm thinking flowers, perhaps. I'm thinking we need to ink the edge, and I'm going to do it with aged mahogany. Just enough on the dauber to get round it. That's good. Okay, so like I said, let's maybe put some flowers or butterflies. How about these? Oh, they are a bit big. They overpower. Oh, actually not if I put them in the middle. Aha. Although if I put them in the middle, we kind of lose the background a little bit, don't we? But that is cool. I like that. There and there. Nope. I actually think I like them too. Dark and grungy. Yeah, we're losing a bit of the background, but does it really matter? Can still see the threads. Oh, I love that. I really love that. Okay, let's see, they're too bright. Let's have a look at these white ones and see maybe some of those. Would work better. I don't think they will. Nope, they're not grungy enough. What's this? Oh, okay, so maybe we could go across with them. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Just go across the whole thing with 4 of them. Or one on each thing. Maybe. One there, one there, one there. But I like the idea of going across all 4 of them, but I love that idea. I'm torn. The original kind of plan was to maybe use that. So how about one on there and that in the middle, but let's do that, but let's colour these flowers. Because they're very plain at the moment with being white. I think that's what's doing it. We need to grungy them up a bit. Oh, I do really like them though. Right, so that's going to go in the middle there. I like that. And then they are going to go there, but they need grunging. So again with the... I was going to say edged mahogany, but I'm not. I'm going to use walnut stain. Okay, so let's pop them on there and let's use walnut stain, which will probably be this one maybe. I don't think it is actually. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it will be because I've only got them two in oxide. Okay, and it's definitely not vintage photo. Okay, that makes a big difference. Let's have a look now. Oh yeah. Very big difference. But they kind of blend in, don't they? Alright, so how about a little bit of colour in them as well? So we've got blue there. So let's go for the darker one. So let's go for faded jeans. And let's just add a little bit. So faded jeans brush. Okay, let's just put a bit of blue on there. Yeah. And then a bit of pink on this. So that would be picked raspberry. That's bright pink. Picked raspberry is not that one. It's gonna be this one. Maybe not this one. That one. I need to sort these out and label them. And put them in order. See, now that one's actually good with colour on it, so let's just... Although this is quite a bright colour. So... let's give it its full colouring. Yes, that's better. Alright, that one there. Let's get the faded jeans back out. In fact, let's not. Let's do Mermaid Lagoon. The faded jeans could be too dark. So let's do Mermaid Lagoon. Which is this one. Yes, that's better. Because it's got the walnut stain underneath, it is a bit darker than it would normally be. That's cool, I like that. Yeah. Okay, now do we leave it like that or do we swap it over like that and it really comes to life? Okay, we'll do that. Man, I am a mess today. Okay. So, do we stick with this? Pull that back. Do we stick with that or... Get back. Or do we go for one of these? It's not grungy enough. Where's the black one? I love this black one. But it covers it up. does it matter? Oh, guys. It's too big. It's decisions. Let's go for that. I'm not happy with it, but let's go for that, and let's add some walnuts into it to grungy it up a little bit. Don't think it's doing anything actually. Oh yeah, it is. It's dulling it down, that's okay. Right, I'm going to put a lot on this, and then I'm going to wet it and dab it off and see if we can get some of the oxidization splodges and stuff on it. So let's have a look. Right, so that's there. Okay. I don't think it's going to work because it's quite porous. Oh no, it is doing. Let's dry it. Alright guys, so that is done, and it does look a bit more grungy. And somehow in the process I've lost my blue flower. Yeah, so I'm going to have to make another one. Good job I still have some, isn't it? And it was easy enough to do, so it should only take a few minutes. Well, not minutes. Well, yeah, minutes in my case. Alright, so we did aged mahogany first. Let's get that on there. And then we did peacock feathers over the top. Yeah. Okay. Sorted. That was easy. I might as well just use that up. Right, I've no idea where the original one went. No doubt I'll find it when I'm editing the video and see where it flies off to. Right, so let's get these glued down before I lose them again. Okay, so let's just put a little blob on there, and let's pop that there. Put a little blob on there. Pop that there, and a blob on the back of here. And pop that one there, like that. I really like that. And because we've got a little bit of a white space there, I think I'm going to put it there. And as I said before, part of it is going to hang over the page. Let's take that off now. Part of it is going to hang over the page onto the next page at the back of it. So I'm going to back this, which granted I should have done before gluing everything on. Actually, no, it doesn't really need backing. It just needs a little bit gluing on there. And for that little bit, we're going to use a piece of this, I think. So let's just use these as a guide. Perfect. Let's glue that onto the back of there. Oops. Alright, so it's going to go that way, and you're going to see that edge, so let's pop that on there like that. And then just do the corner again, tiny little pieces out. Okay, now I kind of really want to put a brad through them. So, as we're going with the grungy theme, let's use these darker ones. I'll have to poke through there with a pokey tool. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry guys. Let's go right through the centre of the flower. That is not easy to do. There we go. Not quite the centre, but that's okay. Yes, that looks so much more grungier. And through the centre of this flower. Where did I put the other one? Really, guys? Hey, bud.
Hello. I'm dropping, am I?
No, I am filming now.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Doing fine, just checking down on you.
Okay. Get through there. You doing your weights?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Don't forget I'm filming.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. That's better. Nice and grungy. Oh, love it. Love it very much. So, right. Now, let's put it in the book. So, we're going to go up here. I kind of really want to back it. Although, like I said, I should have done that before gluing everything onto it. Right, so this is a fairly decent piece of card. Just glue it down. Oh, don't need that bit. Get this glued down and reinforced. Don't need that bit doing. Alright. Losing everything again. Okay. There we go. Let's glue these little pieces down that have come up. My glue's dried out. Cool. Okay. Go. Any more pieces? Nope. Okay. And then we can cut this out. Cut it out like this. Move the threads. Move the threads on that. Okay, round the edges again. Oh, so I glued over it all anyway. What an idiot. Don't need to glue that bit. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Right, now we can glue it on. So, as we're doing a belly band tuck spot, snippet, we can glue down there, and then you can just glue down that edge there. Position it. And there we go, all sorted. Perfect. Oh, and the colours on that tie in with that page as well. They're perfect. Alright, so there we are. So for this one we have a Grunge Snippet trim. Whoops, it's not straight. Okay, I need to leave that to adhere. Maybe put some clips on it at this side. Okay, and just be patient with it at this side. As you can see, I've left a gap. I haven't gone right to the spine because obviously when we're opening and closing the journal it needs room. So that is pretty cool. And that's now like a page tab as well. So yeah, cool. Alright, so let's do the tag for it. So we did 2022 prompt number 20, and it was Grunge Snippet trim. That's a bit rubbish, but okay. Not happy with that. Where's the other one? There we are. Right, so 2022 prompt number 20 Grunge Snippet trim. And it was a randomly generated one. There we go, let's get some thread for that. And where can we put that? Maybe around there? No. Not sure for now, so we'll just tuck it under that paper clip, and we'll snip this down a little bit so it just pokes out a bit. Okay, so that is that one, guys. Take them off now. Yep, we have a little snippet, grungy snippet trim belly band. That's not straight, but it will do. That is so cool. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found some inspiration in this, and I will see you in the next video. So take care, guys, stay safe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.